friends, welcome to This Bibophile's Life. I'm Sadia, aka the Bibophile, and today we're going to be discussing the TBR or anything. Well, basically, this is going to be the list of books that I'm going to read before the end of the year. And when I say end of the year, I mean literally the stroke of midnight, December 31st. My God, it's already the end of the year. New Year's is coming, Christmas. That's crazy because it felt like literally just yesterday. It was like last year, but it was the beginning of this year. But let's proceed. So instead of just like here's a pile of books I'm reading, I wanted to make it interesting. And also, I'm incredibly indecisive. So we're gonna do a random number generator, but we're gonna do a wheel. So the wheel's gonna pick a number 1 through whatever what I'm gonna read. I do have like a oh my God, I'm getting stuck on the shelf. There we go. A like prio TBR, but not really. Like these are just the books that I'm like currently the most interested in. And I will put like a video or like a screenshot of which ones they are. They're currently behind me. But I think I'm hoping to get to at least 6 books, but the wheel is only gonna pick 5, and the reason for that, like reason being, is that this is the one and only Christmassy type-ish book that your girl owns. And I've had it for like at least 3 years. And I'm like, it needs to be read this year in December or I'm getting rid of it. It's going, not in the garbage, but it's going to be unhauled. So yeah. So this is it. The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand. This is like a modern retelling of the Christmas Carol. I think. Yeah, it says Holly was visited by three ghosts who showed her how selfish and spoiled. They tried to convince her to mend her ways. She didn't. And then she died. Now she's stuck working for the top secret company Project Scrooge as the latest ghost of the Christmas past. Every year they save another miserly grouch. Every year Holly stays frozen at 17 while her friends and family go on living without her. So far, Holly's afterlife has been miserable, but this year everything is about to change. Yeah, so that sounds great. I'm probably going to read this at the beginning of December. Just for 1, to get it read, and 2, to maybe give me like a Christmassy mood. Also, I know not everyone's a fan of one of these deckled edges, I think, but I love them. I have multiple books on my shelf with these edges, so I just love that. It says, every Scrooge deserves a second chance on the top. Okay, so, book number 1. As for books 2 through 6, we're going to use, like I said, the wheel. And I'm going to screen record and probably do like a little voiceover or talking over it as it spins. And then I'll come back and show you which book it chose and tell you a little bit about it. So we have here, there's 13 books to choose from. So it's 1 through 13. We're going to hide that. We're going to go ahead for the first number. Oh, it is number 10. So let me go show you what that's about. All right. First book that the wheel has selected. This was book number 10. This is actually a recent buy. I do not love, I don't know what these covers are called, but when it's like this, but the tiger on it's cool. So this is, I believe, the collection of short stories. Um, and honestly, when I was buying this, like when I was paying for it, the dude at the register was like, the first story made me cry, and I was like, well, that sounds fabulous. Yeah, he also wrote in the Dandelion Dynasty, the Grace of Kings, and the Wildstorms. I really do want to read the Grace of Kings, so I'm excited that maybe if I read this, that I'll like his writing. It says, okay, what is it? It says this. These 15 evocative short stories and novellas explore the poignant history that always haunts immigrants, survivors of war, and our consistent technological advances. An award-winning author, Lou and his stories invoke the magical within the mundane in profound and moving ways. That sounds like really good to read right before the end of the year, because I know like at the beginning of every new year we're always like, I'm gonna change and I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna do this. And so like, I don't know, some sort of thought-provoking stories might help me actually commit. Also this, it's, I don't know, for some reason like just the white, it's simple but it's just really pretty to me. So I'm excited about that. It says, definitely riveting off the power of narrative, this collection is as heartbreaking as it is charming. It sounds really great. Honestly, seeing this on the shelf really just drew me to it. I'm excited for this one. And also, I think it would help maybe to like read one or two stories in between the other ones, so we can get through all of the books in time. So that's number 2. So the audio on this got corrupted, and also the other like spinning clips afterwards. So I'm just gonna let you know that I changed the number, and then I respin for the next book. And I think, yeah, this spin is number 11. Okay, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I count just to make sure because I know everyone's gonna be right. Okay, book number 3. The Whale Has Chosen The Vanishing Sarah by Maureen Johnson. I guess it's a Truly Devious series. I don't know if it has like another title, because you know how sometimes they name the series a whole different situation than any of the books. But this is the second book. I read this one previously, loved it. It ends on a cliffhanger, and really, really, it was like, I need the second book now, so I did end up buying it. I just didn't end up reading it. But I'm not gonna tell you what this one's about because it's gonna spoil it. So we're gonna read the first one. We're gonna read the synopsis of the first one. Ellingham Academy is a famous private school in Vermont founded by an early 20th century tycoon for the best and brightest students around. When Ellingham's wife and daughter were kidnapped, the only clue was a mocking riddle listing methods of murder, signed with the frightening pseudonym Truly Devious. The disappearance became one of the great unsolved crimes in history. Many years later, true crime aficionado Stevie Bell is set to begin her first year at the academy, and she is determined to solve this cold case. That is, she will solve it when she gets a grip on her demanding new school life. Her housemates, the inventor, the novelist, the actor, the artist, and the jokester. But Truly Devious makes a surprise return. The past is crawled up out of its grave, and someone has gotten away with murder. So I don't know if that intrigues you. We should pick this up, but I'm excited for the next installment of this, which is this one, because stuff happened in this one. I might have to reread or like skim this one. But from what I remember, I was like, excuse me, I need the next one now. So this is the next one. Life got in the way. So we're now getting to this one. So that's going to be book 3. It's also like one of the smaller books. It's not like too hefty on my shelf. But I like these so pretty together. Like, look at that. Look at those colors. And I think the third one's actually green. I think there's 4, but I'm not sure. But the third one's green, and I'm excited to just have these on my shelf because they're freaking beautiful. So I'm excited for that. Like I said, it's one of the shorter. It's the shortest so far. It's not as hefty as the other ones. Also paperback. So it should be easy to get through. And if it's riveting as the first one, I'll read it like no time. So I'm excited. Book number 3. Number 7 out of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So this is book number 4. 7 on that. It's probably the most colorful book I have on this options. I did start this at one point. I do that a lot. I probably should go through all my books and check to see if there's bookmarks. But I have a significant number of bookmarks, even if there's one in a book. It doesn't really matter. But this is I read Beach Read, and I freaking love that book. Although there were sad elements to it, but I really love Beach Read, so I picked this one up. And honestly, it's kind of perfect. It's like book lovers, and it was just, I don't know, the cover's really cute to me. Where's Beach Read? Oh, it's all the way in the corner. I'm not gonna get it. But I love that book. I flippin' loved it. So I just wanted to read something else of her, like Emily Henry's books. She also has like 2 more that I'm very interested in. But I have to get through this one first. And when I started it because there was a bookmark in there. It was really good, and honestly, it was a little kind of strange because I really connected with the character. But I don't know why I stopped reading it. But let me tell you what it's about. Also has a tower of books in the back. So I just love the way it looks. Okay, Nora Stevens' life is books. She read them all, and she is not the type of heroine, not the plucky one, not the laid-back dream girl, and especially not the sweetheart. In fact, the only people Nora is a heroine for are her clients, for whom she lands enormous deals as a cutthroat literary agent and her beloved little sister, Libby. Which is why she agrees to go to Sunshine Falls, North Carolina for the month of August when Libby begs her for a sister's trip. With visions of small-town transformation from Nora, who she convinced needs to become the heroine in her own story. Instead of picnics in a meadow or run-ins in the handsome country with the handsome country doctor or a bulging 4-armed bartender. Callie, can you not? The cat's trying to escape. Nora keeps bumping into Charlie Lastra. It's a weird last name. Anyway, a bookish, brooding editor from back in the city. It would be a me cute, if not for the fact that they've met many times and it's never been cute. If Nora knows she's not an ideal heroine, I don't like that word, I don't know why. Charlie knows he's nobody's hero, but as they are thrown together again and again in a series of coincidences no editor worth their salt would allow, what they discover might just unravel the carefully crafted stories they've written about themselves. And the tagline is, one summer, 2 rivals, a plot twist they didn't see coming. Like I said, I really connected with Nora, like especially like the sister relationship, because I do in fact have a sister, and we're like, so like her connections with her sister was kind of like really vibing with me. I I'm so excited to read this. I just feel like it's one of those ones where like it's one of those things where like you're for some reason nervous or like scared to get to, but then the minute you get like really into it, it's amazing or like you love it. Because that's kind of the way I felt about beach read. But I think when I read beach read, I was probably in a more of a bookish, like more of a reading mood. Whereas when I picked this one up, I think I was very much a little slumpy. I was a little slumpy. But I think I read like 8 chapters or something, so I was pretty far into it. But this will be book number 4. I really need to read it, so I'm excited. Also, it's a little more lighthearted than probably some of the other books on here, so that kind of like gives me a little bit of a change, and not as much, you know, scary or murdery or actiony. I just really love this cover. I just really think it's super cute. A rom-com lover's dream of a book. I do love a good rom-com. So there you go. Book number 4. Book number 1. So this will be the 5th book. We got one more. Again, I got attached to the bookshelf. These lights up. They don't even work. I need to get new batteries for them. But there's like little hooks. Sister Song. Well, y'all know where I got this from because it has a Barnes & Noble sticker on it. I should not try to take that off. It's gonna be evil. Sister Song by Lucy Holland. I do love this cover. It's really pretty. Okay. Ooh, on the back it says, my sister's heart broke on the river and the river took it and bore it away. Okay, so in the ancient kingdom of Demonia, there is old magic to be found in the whisper of the wind, the roots of the trees, and the curl of the grass. That's just the top part. King Cador knew this once, but now the land has turned from him, calling instead to his 3 children. River can cure others, but can't keep to steal. Words are hard. Can't seem to heal her own deep scars. Cain battles to be accepted for who he truly is, the king's son, and Sinne dreams of seeing the world and of finding adventure. All 3 fear a life of confinement within the walls of the hold, their people's last bastion of strength against the invading Saxons. However, change comes on the day ash falls from the sky. It brings with it the Merlin, meddler, and magician, and Tristan, a warrior whose secrets will tear them apart. River, Kenneth, and Sinne, 3 siblings entangled in a web of treachery and heartbreak, who must fight to forge their own paths. The story will shape the destiny of Britain. I like the name Tristan. That sounds dope. Sounds really good. It's also just, I don't know, it's like one of those hardcovers that like is the perfect size. I don't know, I just like it. Also the back is really pretty, like the hands and the design and everything. Was utterly captivated from the beginning. Fans of folklore fantasy will be still bound. It's like historical, but like historical fiction, but like also like a little bit of folk. Ooh, it's pretty. Hello. Yeah, so it sounds really good. I've had this book for ages. Ooh, there's even like a with the art on it. I was looking to see if there's a map or nothing. Nope. It sounds really good. It sounds like it's gonna have a lot of like mystery and intrigue, and obviously there's a dude named Tristan and like a magician, and it just sounds really good. It's the one of the what are these called, like reviews or like tidbits about it. Magical, beautiful, and heartbreaking. Sister Song keeps you turning the pages until its thrilling conclusion. Both tragic and triumphant, Lucy Holland is a talent to watch. That sounds great. I'm excited. It's beautiful. So we're gonna read it. It's gonna get done by the end of the year. Yeah, so that's book 5. One more to go. Last one. We got book number 3. 1, 2, 3. It's another hardback. That will be the end. This book is chunker. It's a chunker. Let's see how many pages it is. Book number 6. It's also really pretty. I do want to see how many pages it is, because like, look at it. I can't even hold this thing. Chunky. Let's see. That's the acknowledgements. So is this the last page? I have to check. Yeah. 536. That, my friends, is a tome. It's really pretty. Let's see what it's about. I kind of know. I kind of remember what it's about. It's very like Norse mythology based. Since Ragnarok, the Great Roar. Between the gods and the forces of chaos, the human realm of the Midlands has become a desperate and dangerous place, bereft of magic. 16-year-old Eric Halvorsen is among the luckier ones. His family has remained prosperous, but he stands to lose everything when he's wrongly convicted by a rigged jury of murdering his mother and stepfather. It's written like that. I'm not even... But like his mom and his stepdad. Also at risk is Edith's half-sister Liv, who is under suspicion for her interest in satyr or magic. Then a powerful Jarl steps in. He will pay the blood price if Edith will lead a mission to the fabled temple at the Grove, the rich stronghold of the weird spinners, the last practitioners of sorcery. Spellsinger, that's Slinger. Musician and runecaster Regan Eklund has spent her life performing at alehouses for the benefit of her master, Asker, a fire demon she's desperate to escape. After one performance that amazes even herself, 2 weird spinners in the audience make Regan an irresistible offer. Return with them to the temple to be trained in Cedar, forever free of Askar. Sounds good. Edric lives and Regan's journeys converge in New Jotunheim, a paradise fueled by magic in the side of the temple. They soon realize that a great evil lurks beneath the dazzling surface, and that old betrayals and long-held grudges may fuel another cataclysmic war. It will require every gift and weapon at their command to prevent it. Sounds really good. It is a chunker, so I'm sure there's a lot of action in there. And this will be the 6th book read before the end of the year. And Cinda Williams-Chama she's got a couple of other series that are really well loved. And so I remember when I picked this up, I was like, I just want to read something of hers. People say her writing's great. So I wanted to read, and I think this is like one of her newer series. It says Runeswood Saga, so I'm assuming there's at least a second one. I don't know for sure, but I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for all of them actually, and because this one and the last one were kind of like chunkier, the fact that we have like a short story collection in there, I think it's really gonna help. I'm excited for all of these. Let me get the whole stack. This is all of them. I really want to like put these Like the paperbacks with the paperbacks and the hardcovers with the hardcovers. Da-da-da. Yeah, I mean, like, this one is supposed to be like short stories that are gonna make me cry. So, you know, and this one's about mystery and intrigue. But then we have one about books and cute boys. And then obviously this one's about like war and magic. And this one also is about like war and trying to make sure that their homeland. And this one's about Christmas. So we got two in here that aren't like super like actiony or like, you know, they're more lighthearted. These ones are like more intense and crazy. Honestly, I mean, it's heavy, but it's not that heavy. That's the whole freaking pile. Paper Menagerie is okay. Yeah, can't hold that for very long. So that's it. That's what I'm reading for the next couple of weeks until the year ends. It's crazy, seriously. I'm excited for next year, but like, I don't know, it's kind of like a little sad because the year's already over. I will be vlogging probably weekly, so you will see me start these and like what they're about and like how I'm feeling about them. I don't know if I'm gonna do like an end of the year wrap up. I might, because I have read a couple of other books this month that I might want to talk about. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. I hope it was interesting. I hope the wheel was fun for you. It was fun for me. Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you get to the end of this, please leave a book emoji just to let me know that you've watched, because that would be great. I hope you liked it. If you do, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe if you like any of my content or all of it. I am going to be putting things more consistently, being more, you know, matter of fact, everything's going to be uploaded in a couple of days. Working out the kinks, figuring out how this editing situation is going. But that's it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.